Hello, Fuzzy Goat family. Melissa here in Thomasville, Georgia on this wonderful Tuesday. I had a great weekend. So my oldest daughter graduated from college and I just was like, I don't know, it just felt so good. Like I wasn't expecting me to feel so excited. I mean, excited for her, of course, and it's funny, I think it was my sister was like, oh, make sure you have tissues. And I'm sitting in this auditorium, I'm like, I have no tissues. But I guess I didn't really have a lot of tears because I'm super excited for her next phase. I don't know. And I guess I enjoy my kids as they get older and spending time with them as adults. And like, Cadence and I laugh about this, no longer having to be an example for them, like kind of already done our job. But you know, like I like hanging out with her and like that expectation now is like, you know, she's gonna do her and I'm gonna do me and we're good. But we had a great weekend. It was quick, not the ceremony because that was especially long, I felt like, but we weren't up there very long, so that was good. And then my middle daughter, who's a freshman, hopefully has finished her, well, she has finished her freshman year, but hopefully she's going to be going back. And you know, anyway, so she's home. So I don't know, I feel like 2 checks on my box. Check, check. And the middle one has got a job this summer, so that's even extra special. So now I have my youngest one, just has to finish his junior year. Anyway, and junior year is a big year because you got the whole ACT, SAT, and you know, where you going, what are you gonna do? But he seems to be figuring it out. All right, so didn't get a whole lot of knitting done in the last week because I was playing other things. So that's fine, right? That's fine. And with the traveling, so but I did some, I think almost on every project. But so that's what we're gonna talk about today. Also, before I get started on that, we have some new bags, and Cadence may have shown some of these Saturday. So I don't even have my, I'm not even using my one of these yet. I have the funky bag, the funky Firebird bag. Yes, we're calling it. I have one, and I love using it. But right now it's got a like a stashed project in it, so I haven't shifted it because I feel like if it's in there, then that could be the next one. So that's why I leave it in there. Anyway, so we have this new color. This is what do we call it? Sea glass, sorry. Sea glass. Now, keep in mind, they're all unique. I tried to pick one that was most like the others. Isn't that a Sesame Street thing? One of these is not like, anyway. So this is sea glass, super fun. Okay, it does have pockets in there, which I love too. When I'm knitting, you can just put your little markers in there. And then we have this other one, which is one of my favorite. This is African Violet. Yes. African Violet. Oh my. Right? Isn't that pretty? So again, they're all just slightly different. I tried to pick ones that were kind of in the middle of the road, right? Not too dark, not too bright. Then she also did, some custom colors, some Fuzzy Goat colors. Kathy likes the sea glass. It's beautiful. Yeah. Oh, and there's Deborah. I'm waving to you, Deborah. It was good talking to you on the phone just a minute ago. So this is one of the Fuzzy Goat colorways, and you can see the other side's just a little different.
Thanks for calling Fuzzy Goat.
This is custom for us. You won't get this anywhere else. This is the funky bag. Then she did for us, which I have one of these. This is the zipper.
Before she went.
Let's see, hold on. Let's see.
So as soon as she's off,
I think it's the funky bag. I can. It's fine.
And I'll text you right back.
Okay.
Oh, Ann. Okay, she's over here giving. Wait, Ann. She's giving me a thumbs up. So she
and Ann,
says
you might be
yes.
watching. I don't know. Okay, so this is the zipper project bag with the fuzzy.
Oh, probably in about 20 minutes.
Yeah. So this is the
okay. All right.
funky bag zipper. I'm sorry, got distracted there. So they're super fun. How do you pick? I don't know. It's just they're just all so much fun. Then today, one of these. Okay.
You're just making me think like.
Cadence, would you throw me the other color right there?
Yes.
I thought I grabbed it. We got 2 colors in these fun bags.
I'm awful at
And you did excellent. These have a little gusset, and they're like magician. Okay, so the person that makes these, and I can't remember her name, like I said, we just got them in, they're new to us. And she's just into magic. And I don't know if you can see the yarn balls. Yeah, you can. Okay. And then the inside, they have a little zipper on the outside here, so you can put something special in there. They cinch, and they have little handles. I think these would be great for any project, but I'm always looking at bags for me, that are for sweaters, of course, right? This would be a great, I would even say, maybe even a worsted, you know, like a heavy duty sweater. And then we have this colorway, and it's funny, it's the same print, but when I look at them, like different things jump out at me because of the colors. So, yeah, so it's just fun. These are called, that's probably a great question. Lynn has 2 funky bags. I know, Lynn. I think I'm on my way there too. These we're calling the Drew bag. D-R. I don't think I said Drey. Sorry, D-R-E-Y. And the reason they're called that is because I guess a Drey is a squirrel's nest. I didn't know that. Now that I'm making it look squirrel. And so what she's saying is you can put your stuff in here and you can squirrel it away. Just put your projects in these bags and squirrel them away. So anyway, these are brand new. They should be up on the website, and I'll put links up too under here. So I wanted to show you those few new things before I start talking about my projects. And I can't remember the name of this sweater. I meant to look it up. It's a Andrea Mowry pattern. Velchour, I think, V-E-L-C-H-O-U-R, but I'll put a link. It was super fun, and I made it a while ago, and I actually I had some of these colors. No, this was from my stash. So this is Jackie O, now I'm thinking about it. And then the other colors were from my stash, and it's just funny to me, like when you buy colors you like, you tend to be able to put them in other projects. So it's kind of not short. But, you know, my husband, all my sweaters apparently are too short when I'm making them. He never has any comments when they're done. But anyway, so that's what I'm wearing. Where do I want to start with my projects? Let's start. Okay, this one, the Steven. I'm not sure if I touched it since last week. So y'all can tell me. I had a question. I did have a question for you guys. It'll come to me. I should have written it down. Last week was really funny. We talked about the birds, state birds and state flowers, and that was fun. Everybody had a lot of input on that. And there was something else, and I can't remember. But if it comes to me, I'll mention it, and y'all can put your comments. So maybe, I can't remember if I did or didn't finish. I know. I don't think I touched this one, though. Did I? I don't think I did. Now I can't even remember, y'all. I think I have one more repeat to do up here. I can tell you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, one more repeat to finish this section. And that's going to be my goal, to get there and start the next section. This is the Stephen West, the wrong side, Mohairino medley, because it does have mohair in it. It's super squishy and soft. Like it looks really big, but it kind of grabs up. This is okay, Lila's saying this is the first time of seeing this. Really? Okay, I feel like I've been working on it a while. I don't know, with my sweaters going, I have to make myself work on it. Not that that's bad, it's just, you know, I like my sweaters. So anyway, so it's fun because you can just kind of play with all different kinds of colors with it. So that's what's been fun. And he's got some different stitches in there. And yeah, oh, and I wanted to talk about, that was one thing I wanted to grab, is the Patty Lyons book. So I've been reading a little bit more about that, and she's got some great tips on wrap and turn German short rows as well, German short rows. And it came up, the reason why I'm talking about this, it came up in my class where we were doing the wrap and turn, which I don't use that often, but some people were having gaps in their wrap when they picked it up. And she's got some tips on that in there. What was the other thing she had a tip on? I'll think about it. But I'm trying to read it cover to cover, knowing that I'm gonna come back to it when something comes up. Almost everything that you can think of that you're like, huh, why does it do that? Like, she's got a quick fix on it. So it's Bag of Tricks is what the book's called. Yeah, by Patty Lyons. Okay. All right, so with that being said, I have been trying to focus on my look squirrel so that I can, you know, be ahead of people if they have questions. And drum roll, please. I have finished the body. Ooh. Okay, but here's the bottom. I'm gonna have to do some blocking down here. So I finished the body, and I picked up a sleeve. Debbie's texting you?
Yeah.
Debbie's multitasking.
Yes.
She's watching me and she's texting
We're
us.
getting her fixed up here.
Getting her fixed up. Okay, good. I have chosen to do my sleeves on 9-inch, so that's going to be something we talk about in class. I've probably gotten a couple inches there from when I picked up, and I'm still alternating. My plan is just to finish the rest of this ball, and I don't think I'm going to alternate. Hopefully I'm not going to. I think the other two are more similar, so what else am I going to tell you? I think that's it. So I'm really scrolling, making myself work on this so I can get a little bit every night. I feel like sleeves, as annoying as they are, because you have to pick up the whole sweater and rotate it, they go fast because you don't realize how much you're doing until you stop and look at it. I'm thinking, I measured cadences, and I think she did 7 inches, so I'm just going to try it on. I'm going to go for a while here and then try it on. I do like the seed stitch. I may have done an extra couple rows. I can't remember. I was just kind of counting as I went. So I'm going to have to steam block this or just spray it. That's what my thought is, just to keep it down, that bottom. So yeah, there's the front of it. Yeah, I'm trying to think what else was in that Patty Lines book, but if I think of it, I'll post it. I've gotten a lot of good information out of it, so. All right, so that's a look squirrel, and I love seeing your pictures. People are putting, posting on the fuzzy group, fuzzy goat box group. So, yeah. All right, sorry, just checking out the comments there. What else? Oh yeah. This one, when I get into it, I don't want to put it down. This is the Joni, oh, man overboard. This is the summer kind of lace top. Pull it up there so you guys can see it. All right, and it's got a little ridge work going on, some garter there in the back, all the way around, I guess I should say. I will pick up around the neck and the sleeves. They don't have sleeves, but just to do some finishing, that's what the pattern calls for. I am using a heavy fingering, which I would call heavy fingering. It calls for a sport, so if you know, I feel like those are pretty close. Well, I think the pattern does call for heavy fingering or sport, but gauge swatch it just so you can be sure. Again, this is called Joni, Joni. Okay. And even in the lace work, there's a lot of rest rows, so it's just a good one. Not too boring, but not too hard where you can't be doing something else. And what else do I want to talk about? Which other one? Oh yeah. So Cadence and I are both doing the drawing sweater. She is further along than I am, but I'm getting to a point where I can oh, look at that. Definitely see my flowers. That is so exciting. And it's going much faster now because you can see it and you're like, oh yeah, clearly this is where I am, and this should be, like when I'm finishing up this flower, you can just kind of tell, and it is fun. I am, usually when I sat down with this, I could only do about a couple rows because it just got, this is the front. But now I did a few rows the other night, and I put it down and I picked it back up again later to do some more because it's just so fun. Is that right? I think that's right. Okay, there we go. Anyway, so this is the drawing sweater. We are using DK, both Cadence and I, and I think the pattern calls for sport, but I did a gauge swatch. We're making the smaller size. I think I'm using 6s if I can remember correctly. And we're doing a fun little backward loop jacquard for our carries. So it has been challenging up to this point. Don't get confused. I could probably take this out now. I don't know why I still have it in there. Just to, I don't know, throw me off, is my lifeline. I was gonna say my lifesaver. Anyway, all right, very good, very good. So that's the drawing sweater. Oh, and this one, Alicia from Knitwise introduced me to this a couple weeks ago, and I have never done.
Ring the bell. Oh, that's when we had the doors locked.
Entrelac? I can't remember. And this, she has multiple options for the sweater. So she has a crop, She has regular size. She has a tank top. She has long sleeve, which I'm doing. You can do 2 colors or 3 colors. I'm doing 3 colors. And excuse me. And she also has I think like a V-neck or a kind of a scoop neck. And so these are the 2 colors I have so far. So I have to get to 64 rows, and I'm not even halfway there. And in the stockinette, not including the ribbing. Then I think you start kind of skewing these. I can't remember which way it goes. Then I will start adding my 3rd color, which is the blue. So it'll be fun. And then I have to go to charts. So there's multiple charts you got to do. But yeah. So that's been fun. It's called, Moon Crush. Let's see.
Those are dryer balls. So you buy those already made.
Let's try to show you a picture. Hold on. Here it is. Here. This is I'm making the Moon Crush pullover. She, like I said, she has the tank top as well. And I think I'm not going to do this neck. I have time to decide that. I think I'm going to do the regular neck. So yeah, it's been fun. And again, it's just a challenge because it's a different kind of color work that I've never done. I think I'm getting better at the carries. Don't look too closely. I mean, right? Who's going to look that closely? And this is the back. So I feel like by the time I get to the front, I'll have it nailed down.
Oh, she is?
Yeah.
Hey there.
A movie star.
Okay, so that's Moon Crush. Then I did start, I got myself in a little bit of trouble with this bag, but this is the local yarn shop bag that we sold out of. But, so I have started my mom's ranunculus, which is, it's fun. It's, okay, hold on. I'm gonna pop off my stitch marker. I've made it a couple times. And like I said, this is a goat colorway, and I have this for myself. And I have it also in where I held 2 together, like a fingering and a lace. You can see, excuse me, I got tickled.
Is this a goat?
I've started the lace pattern. It is really, the pattern is, the lace is pretty simple. Like honestly, it's using a 10 needle, so it goes really fast. The cast on it's always kind of, not stumped me, but it's always been like, oh. But it looks very small, but the cast on is such that it's very stretchy. I did, when I was doing this for my mom, she didn't want she has 2 options for the neck, like a big, wide, or a smaller. And I did the smaller, and I actually realized that when I was doing the cast on, I was short 2 stitches, and I just continued in the ribbing with that, and then I added the 2 stitches because of the way you do the cast on, and it's always a little messy, but it cleans up. So if anybody doing the ranunculus, like if you're doing the cast on, don't get frustrated. I will say you might need to stay with it a little longer. I know Madeline is doing one now too in fingering. She's doing the bigger neck, and she decided she may actually pull it out and start again and do the smaller neckline. And it's interesting because both the necklines have different cast on, which I thought was interesting. They were not, somebody I came to, who said that, they love the ranunculus. I do too. Like, I can't believe I've made, this will be my 3rd one, and I'm going to make one in a DK weight because I like the pictures of the heavier weight too. Just to kind of, how can you have the same pattern in different yarn? Like, it just is so cool to me. So the ranunculus, I'll put a link up for that too. What is she saying? Absolutely love the ranunculus sweater. Have made several. Oh, you have made several with different weight yarns. Yeah, so let us know what weights you've done. My plan is, I don't think I'm going to do a worsted, although I'd love to. I just don't wear a lot of worsted. DK would kind of be in the middle of the road, especially if I made it like short sleeve for our area. And what your experience was with that, like using the same needle size, the ease and stuff. It's just fascinating. So ranunculus for my mom. And what else? I think I have. Oh, I have one more. Let's see. This one. Yes, this is Peach Fuzz. I totally skipped over it on my list here.
I would.
Again, I'm still working on it, still chipping away. Just because it's like when we have meetings or something, I just grab it because I don't have to think, I don't have to count. And I think last week I was just at 15. Now I'm at 16 inches, I believe. And then I'll do the ribbing. I'll do this little ribbing on the bottom. And a different color. So like there's always just a little something different going on. And I don't know, I might, after that, after I finish the body, I might park it and you know, pick up the sleeves later. I don't know. I just don't think the sleeves are going to take very long. If you see, I mean, it already comes down further than where my sleeves are now. And I'm probably only going to go to here. So I don't think the sleeves will take very long. But again, I'm not going to wear it anytime soon. But it'll be nice to have it when it's that time. Oh, I know what I was going to tell. I was going to show you guys. This was going to be the first one I showed you, and I forgot. And again, that one's called Peach Fuzz. And Lila likes the color. I know, there's something about reds and grays and blacks. Like, I love them together, especially a good red. And this was mine. We got buttons. Sorry, got buttons. I got one my dad likes to, he uses a walker, and he's got all kinds of ornaments for all the grandkids' schools they go to. So I've got him a button, Dad. Here's a button. You might get a blue one, you might get an orange one. But it was just so much fun, the graduation. Anyway, I think that's all I have for you today. I showed you the bags, talked about my projects. Hopefully you guys are having some good fun knitting going on. I talked to somebody today, Julie. We were texting, and we had recommended a pattern for her, and she was making it out of the Knitwise Bulky, which I think might be on my list too, because I have a request in for some Bulky from Alicia too. Her Bulky is just so soft, but I have to be careful here what kind of sweater I make with it, because I want to wear it. So I had initially thought of like just like a vest, like, you know, just a not too big, not too bulky vest that I can wear a shirt underneath it. So we'll see. But I do like the pattern Julie's making is Seashell, and it's a short sleeve, really cute. Like the whole thing has got a ribbing on it, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, my point is, we'd love to help you guys with your projects. Perry, send you pictures. If you see, you know, a project guide that you like, but you want to maybe see a couple options, we're happy to send you a picture of those too. So I will be with you next week. Yes, I'm trying to think what next week is. I got a couple of weeks I might not be here, and I look forward to maybe having something finished. I feel like I go in a lull when I get like antsy. Oh, maybe the look squirrel. I don't know. Oh yeah, happy Mother's Day. Is that this weekend? Yeah, Mother's Day is this weekend. I hope all of you out there have a great weekend, and we'll see you on Tuesday. All right, bye.